Welcome to Daily Dose Radio, a 5-minute devotional podcast studying the Psalms verse by verse. Broadcast from the ever-beautiful Sharonville, Ohio, on the sunny side of Cincinnati. Hey there, friends. Welcome back to Daily Dose Radio. This is your home for Fair Trade Bible Study that's environmentally and socially sustainable. We like to call this the Bible Bistro. Daily Dose Radio. Come on in. Let the screen door shut behind you. Grab you some iced tea or some hot coffee, whatever you'd like. Sit down here. We're just going to have a little 5-minute Bible study together. Today we're looking at Psalm 59. So if you have your Bible and you want to open to Psalm 59, please do right now. If you don't have your Bible, if you're in a place where you don't have access to a Bible, well, I'll just read for you. Today we're reading verses 8, 9, and 10. Psalm 59. But thou, O Lord, shalt laugh at them. Thou shalt have all the heathen in derision. Because of his strength will I wait upon thee. For God is my defense. The God of my mercy shall prevent me. God shall let me see my desire upon mine enemies. Now, if you just joined us today, you've never heard Daily Dose Radio before, we do this in serial fashion. So yesterday we talked about verses 4 through 7, and in verse 7, we left off with the statement, for who, say they, doth hear. Now, these are the wicked people who are attacking David. David's praying against them. He begins the psalm with this prayer, deliver me, defend me, and save me. In verses 4 and 5, we have more of the prayer, awake to my help, and behold, awake to visit all the heathen. And then he describes these folks as dogs, so we're in the dog pound, or we were yesterday. They return at evening, they make a noise like a dog and go round about the city. And then he says, here's what they're saying. They're saying, who say they doth hear? And I said yesterday we were going to answer that question. And the answer to that question is, but you, O Lord. You see, isn't that wonderful? Look at that little adversative right there in verse 8. But you, O Lord, doth hear. That's right. And well, it says in verse 8, but thou, O Lord, shalt laugh at them. And we have to remember Psalm 2. Psalm 2, we had the Lord laughing in derision at the heathen, at the nations, because they thought that they were going to break the bands of God from themselves and destroy Messiah and be done with all that. And God just sits in heaven and he laughs because men think that they can get away with it. Men say, who's going to hear? Well, God's up there hearing. He's watching. David asked him to behold, and he's watching and he's laughing. Thou shalt have all the heathen in derision. It's not just these people who are attacking David. No, this is everyone who rejects God. He laughs at them because they don't understand. They think in their pride they're so great and grand and wonderful and able and capable and beautiful and beyond reproach. No, if you're deriding God, my friends, he is certainly deriding you. The fool hath said in his heart, there is no God. And God sits in heaven and he laughs at the fool. That's just the way it is. Because of his strength will I wait upon thee. The strength of who? Well, in this case, we know it's the strength of Saul. Saul has men surrounding David's house. They're going to kill him if they can get to him. For God is my defense. So he has depended entirely upon the Lord here. You may be in that situation as well, where you need to call upon the Lord and just wait. You just wait on him. Don't you get in a hurry. No, sir. No, because of his strength I will wait upon thee, because God is my strength. Verse 10, for the God of my mercy, look at that now. He's the God of your mercy. Yeah, and he asks for mercy, doesn't he, in this prayer? He asks for God to be merciful to him and deliver him and to save him, and maybe that's your prayer today as well. Wait on him. God shall let me see my desire. He shall prevent me, it says. The God of my mercy shall prevent me. That is, he goes before me. He prevents me from going ahead. And you know what? Sometimes I need him. I need his hand to hold me back so that he can go ahead and do the work and get the glory, and so that I don't mess it up. Thank God he does that. I hope you'll join me again tomorrow, friends, and we'll look at Psalm 59 verses, what are we going to look at tomorrow? 11 through 13. So come back then, and I'll see you then at Daily Dose Radio. Thanks for listening to Daily Dose Radio. I'm David Smith. The music today has been performed by the Bluegrass Experiment. Thanks again for listening. I'll see you next time on Daily Dose Radio.